What is going on, guys? Your boy Pony Montana, and in this video, we're going to be going over the best defense in Madden 24. If you guys are looking to get stops, look no further. This is going to be the best blitz video that you will watch after the patch. Now, before I get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment down below, and hit that noti bell if you guys never want to miss a video ever again. And if you guys have nothing to comment, we'll just comment FTA because it stands for the algorithm, and it helps push these videos to more and more people. So even if you don't comment FTA, if you're liking, if you're subscribing, if you're sharing, if you're tweeting, you are a part of FTA. You are part of the squad. You are part of the gang. So let's get right into it. The play that we're going to be looking at today, the defense that we're going to be looking at today is $3-2. And the play is cover 2 sink LB blitz. And you can find this play specifically out of these specific playbooks. 1 second. 4-6, Texans, Chiefs, D, the multiple D, excuse me, Saints, Jets, Niners, and Commanders. So if you guys already have one of these playbooks, you are good to go already. But this is going to be a very, very consistently inconsistent blitz. Let's just say that. Now I'm going to showcase an instant replay of what the blitz looks like from time to time. And there's going to be 2 different ways to send this. So as you can see, the blitz is looping through, blah, blah, blah. And then you get a nice disengage, which is another beautiful part of this blitz. Disengages are always a beautiful thing to see when it comes to the blitzes. Now, the reason why I'm showing this one specifically is because this is an inconsistent way of how it actually comes through, and it's going to frustrate your opponents while you send 2 different kind of ways to send a blitz. But again, we're going to be coming out of cover 2 sink LB blitz, and we're going to go over 2 different setups for this blitz. Now, for personnel, all you're going to want is you're going to want to have a fast player in this middle linebacker on the left side. You want a fast player there. I currently have 91 overall Luke Kuechly, so he's fast enough to get the job done. And then for coaching adjustments, you're going to want to set your auto flip set to off, and then your auto alignment set to base. After that, for those of you guys who always look for the zone drops and stuff like that, this is a situational thing, so you do not have to touch this at all for this video. We're simply going to be going over the blitz that is going to frustrate your opponents a lot. So again, cover 2 sink LB blitz. And we're going to go over this twice for both separate options, because there is a very, very unique thing that you guys have to do for these blitzes, or the way that I run it at least, but I think it makes it a little bit easier. So we're going to go over it once for you guys that are intermediate players. You know, you guys already know the ins and outs, but you guys are just looking for a good defense, and once for those of you guys who are brand new to the game. So for those of you guys who are intermediate, we're going to pinch our D-line. We're going to shift our linebackers to the right, and then we're going to crash our D-line to the left. Now, I said that I was going to go over 2 different versions. There are 2 different ways that you can use your user. So one of them is to blitz from the outside. You have to have that outside angle here, okay? If you have it here, for some reason, the middle linebacker doesn't loop the way that you want him to. It's very inconsistent, and you don't want that to happen. I've noticed that if you put him here, you see how the angling for the blitz changes? If you put him here and you're sitting there chilling out here, your guy's going to end up getting a very, very good animation where he loops right around. So again, you know, we ended up getting pressure, but that's not what we wanted. So the last step to this is you have to crash in a little bit. You have to make it so that the O-line, excuse me, kind of notices that you're kind of engaging with the O-line. And as you can see, Luke Kuechly is looping around and getting that pressure. Now, the best part about this is obviously you end up getting disengages from time to time. And when disengages happen, people get frustrated. It's just a part of the game. But as you can see, again, don't let that first play fool you guys. This is very, very consistent. It's a very consistent loop that will frustrate your opponent a lot. But again, you have to crash out, and then you kind of got to crash in for the guy to come in as consistent as possible. Now, let's go over it once for those of you guys who are brand new to the game. What you're going to want to do is pinch your D-line. You're going to press left on the directional pad and then pinch your defense, which is down on the left stick. Then you're going to want to shift your linebackers to the right side. So that's right on the directional pad and then right on the left stick. And as you can see, they end up moving. Then you're going to want to crash your D-line to the left side, which is left on the directional pad and then left on the right stick. Now, right now, this is one of those situations, and this is actually what might have happened in the last play. Make sure that these guys are crashing towards the left. You see how he's crashing towards the outside? We don't want that. Well, I don't want that. Some blitzes, people like it that they're crashing towards the outside like that. I want them crashing straight towards the left side. I feel like it's more consistent, in my opinion. So, and then after that, you're going to blitz your user, which is X or A, and then move the right stick down, and then you're gonna move him all the way towards that outside, pretty much right where the slot corner is. Excuse me, pretty much right where the slot corner is. And then you're gonna kind of lean inside, and as you can see, the loop comes in or the disengage comes in, which is exactly what we want. The disengage almost every single time, simply because it ends up being sort of A gap pressure instead of like that B gap where Luke Kuechly's kind of looping around. And we rather the A gap kind of situation, or just, you know, gap pressure in general is better because it's faster and it's direct right to the quarterback. So let me showcase the instant replay on that just to showcase the disengage here. So this happens. And then because Luke Kuechly ends up going through there, obviously the guy doesn't have anybody to block. So he ends up picking up Luke Kuechly, leaving your user to pretty much go crazy. So again, I said that there were two different versions of this, and there is. So instead of just hovering towards that left side, excuse me, that right side with your blitzer, you guys can actually leave this guy here or man him up and do whatever, and simply do the same thing on the opposite side. You can user this guy here, and you're still going to end up getting that pressure. As you can see, look at Luke Kuechly. Oh my God, the blitz goes crazy. And obviously, with pressure like this, sending 4 people, they have no choice but to start blocking a running back, because they're not going to know exactly where the pressure is coming from. And as you can see, Luke Kuechly going stupid, going bananas, just simply making their life hell. And the reason why I'm showing you guys both of these different versions is because there are ways to block the blitz. There's a way to block this blitz, but there's not a way to block the blitz where you're sending the extra pressure from that opposite side. And then obviously once they start getting a little bit too comfortable, then you sit there, you send that extra pressure off of the edge, and then all of a sudden things get real spooky. And unfortunately, we ended up getting completely jammed up there. But once you start sending more people, things get real spooky, and they're not going to know what to do, and they're going to be extremely, extremely frustrating. So we're going to press. We're going to send this guy that's on the outside, and we're going to take our user, have him all the way towards that outside, crashing the line here, and the pressure is going to be too much for and as soon as I send an extra person, the pressure literally gets all picked up. That's Madden for you, unfortunately. But again, 4-man blitz, as consistent as possible when it comes to actually blitzing, and you're gonna go absolutely crazy. As you can see, Luke Kuechly and the shed up the middle, and you guys are pretty much gonna dominate your opponents. Now, side tip, because defense is defense, and obviously you guys are gonna want to have some kind of coverage behind it. I personally feel like the best coverage behind this is a double Mabel kind of situation where they're forced to kind of throw towards the middle of the field because of the double Mabel. So for those of you guys who don't know what a double Mabel is, you're going to sit there and have both of your zone drops set to a specific amount. I'm going to put my flats down to the 25 to 30. I'm just going to leave it at 30. And then the curl flats, I like to go either 5 or 10. I never like to go 0 because they end up going too short. But I think this is one of the best defenses in the game, in my opinion, and you're going to get a lot of stops. So if you guys want a double Mabel, which is going to shut down corner routes and any deep route like that, set your flats to 30, set your curl flats to 10 or 5, and then you're going to set up the defense just like this. And this is how we're going to end the video. We're going to go ahead, and bunch is always the automatic defense that we just default to because it's one of the most popular. So again, the defense is already set up. The blitz is already set up. You just simply have to blitz your user, and everything is set up already. So how do you double Mabel? Shift your coverage over the top, simply to take those cloud flats and turn them, those soft squats and turn them into cloud flats, and then take this vert hook here and put him in a curl flat. And that's pretty much it. Everything after that, the right side looks like you could double Mabel that side too, or you can even take this slot cornerback and actually either blitz him, man him up to the running back, whatever the case is. This is going to help you guys out tremendously. And then obviously once the blitz comes in, as everything is clamped up, we're just waiting for the pressure to come in. I don't even think I crashed the right way, but once that happens, you guys are going to have literally clamps all over your field, and it's going to be very, very frustrating for your opponent to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. So let's go ahead and send it one more time. The disengage happens. What are they going to do at that point? Absolutely nothing. This defense, and let me end this video by saying this. Defenses like this, where you've got a pro player, competitive player, a very good player who's sitting there and they're comfortable in the pocket. It's situations like this where you get that random disengage that is going to help you guys out tremendously, and it's going to lead to one of those sneaky stops in a game where defense seems like it's so hard. This is going to be the defense that's going to help you guys out a lot. Beautiful. My name is Pony Montana. Hopefully this video helps you guys get some stops on defense. If you guys are looking for more, man, check out some of the other videos that are on the channel. I will see you guys in the next one, man. As always, 2 fingers, deuces, and peace out, you guys.